Hey there friends, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be going over every single thing coming to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League in Season 1. Real quick before we get started, we are only 700 subs away from 7K, so if you haven't already, it would really help the channel if you hit that subscribe button, and if you are already subscribed, consider sharing the video to someone who you think might enjoy it. Anyway, sorry for the super long intro, let's go ahead and get started. There are going to be no story spoilers in this video, so if you don't want to know any of that stuff, don't worry, I'm not going to be talking about it. First off, and this is going to be the most obvious thing that everybody knows, and that is Joker. Obviously, Joker's going to be coming in this update. His melee weapon is going to be this kind of mace-like weapon that he swings around. You can see in the trailer it has some chattering teeth on it, and his traversal is a rocket-powered umbrella. Now, a new area is coming in this update, being part of a completely Jokerized Metropolis. This will be replacing the lower left corner of the map where there's the Daily Planet, but do not worry, this is not a permanent change, and if you want to go back to the previous area of Metropolis, you will be able to, and you'll also be able to do the Joker version anytime later on, even if it's removed in future parts of the story or seasons or updates or whatever. New basic enemies are also coming. We don't specifically know what. There are 2 new bosses. The reason I'm saying new is because it is going to be a Superman Brainiac fight and a Green Lantern Brainiac fight, which I'm assuming it's going to be a lot like the Flash Brainiac fight. It won't be that different. That doesn't mean it won't be super different, but it's more than likely going to be pretty similar. One of these 2 will probably be in the second episode also. Speaking of, 2 new story episodes are coming. The first one will be released as soon as Season 1 starts, March 28th, with the second releasing about 6 weeks after. The first episode should include most of the stuff I talk about here unless specified otherwise, or we just don't really know 100% when. This season will also include the first battle pass for the game. We don't know exactly what its contents are yet. We also will be getting quite a bit of new things in the marketplace as well, which I'm going to talk about later. Currently in the game, excluding the endless horde mode thing and the Brainiac boss fight again, there are 3 incursion missions. The IV one, the torture pod one, and this one that I don't know what to call. But Season 1 will be doubling the amount with 3 more. These are called combat incursions. We don't currently know what they are exactly, but we will probably find out closer to release. We will also be getting a new type of activity in Strongholds. We don't know what these are yet, but I'm assuming we are going to attack Brainiac and steal some stuff. New Riddler content will also be included, and while we don't know if this update will include new types of Riddler stuff, it was confirmed new types of riddles will be coming to the game, so there probably are some new ones. There are 2 new Infamous sets coming this season, starting with a Scarecrow one in Episode 1 and a Two-Face one in Episode 2. Both of these will be available in the exact same way as the Bane set by selecting the specific nexus in the menu. This also does confirm that just because we have certain characters with Notorious items like Two-Face, they can still make Infamous sets with them as well. We have seen 2 of these Infamous sets weapons, a Two-Face heavy weapon and a Scarecrow assault weapon. We also have 2 separate Notorious weapons confirmed, the first being a Mad Hatter melee weapon. We've seen, I believe, the King Shark and Harley's. We don't know exactly what it will do. The other Notorious weapon we know about is a Polka Dot Man grenade shown here. Now, I believe that this is all of the confirmed stuff. Next, we are going to be going over everything hinted at and then going into leaked stuff. Now, I'm going to see if I can find it, but I recorded a clip of an NPC in the Hall of Justice, which basically said that Ivy is working on new mind-altering afflictions, and we know there's both a Scarecrow set and a Mad Hatter weapon. So, Scarecrow plus mind-altering afflictions sounds to me like Fear Toxin affliction, or status effect on the sets similar to the Craze effect on the Bane set. The Mad Hatter weapon could probably also have something, but it would most likely just have the Craze effect, but who knows, maybe they're doing a separate effect for it. Now, on Earth 2, you can find some Riddler stuff in the Hall of Justice, including pressure plates and these things, which I don't know what to call them. You throw the batarangs at them in the Arkham games, but it's highly likely that these will be added in either Season 1 or a future season as part of the new Riddler puzzles. Now, for the leaked stuff that we're going to go into. Now, before we talk about the leaked stuff, it's extremely important to mention that this is just leaked, not confirmed, and things can change when they're data mined from games, so you should not take these things as 100% coming, because stuff changes all the time, and it will especially change when it hasn't even been officially announced or confirmed. Now, all of this info for the leaked stuff is from both Miller on Twitter, which I'll have a link to in the description, and Architect over on Reddit, which I will also have linked in the description. Now, first off, this is probably one of the, if not the biggest thing that hasn't been announced, and it is called QVK. QVK is a player versus enemy versus player style mode where you compete in different tasks against Brainiac's forces. Miller said that the Gambit mode in Destiny is the closest example of the mode, so while it is PvP in a sense, it's not likely you're going to be actively fighting against other players in this mode. This mode may not be available at the launch of Season 1 and maybe in Episode 2 or possibly delayed to Season 2, but it's probably going to be in Season 1. Next, new Justice League infused enemies are coming in Season 1, specifically Green Lantern infused enemies. And not just the helicopters that are already in the game, but normal enemies and even tanks. Photo mode has also seen some updates in the files and could be coming, but it could also have been updated for internal uses, not for public use. There are some new villain synergies in the files, which I'm going to go over very quickly. Fear and Chaos, Keep Your Hat On, Mind Games, Psychoclinical Warfare, The Slow Death, and Would You Like to See My Mask? Don't know exactly what characters those are for. Sounds like multiple of those are definitely Scarecrow related, but I don't know what the other character would be. The Battle Pass will have 118 tiers according to Architect, which is a lot. Notorious gear for Season 1 will include Mad Hatter, Polka Dot Man, Dr. Psycho, Merlin, Firefly, Reverse Flash, Dr. Poison, Heatwave, Hugo Strange, and Professor Ivo. As well as possibly Two-Face getting a couple new Notorious pieces as well, on top of the Infamous sets he's getting. The Scarecrow Infamous set tiers will be Poisoned Mind for Tier 1, Shaped by Terror for Tier 2, and Nightmare as Tier 3. Two-Face's set tiers are Heads or Tails for Tier 1, Trial by Fire for 2, and Order from Chaos for 3. New outfits in this season for the characters include Homemade Justice League, which I've seen the pictures of. Basically, they are like cardboard cutout outfits, and they're pretty interesting looking. Wayne Tech, which is like armored outfits for the characters. Gentleman Ghost, which I haven't seen, as well as Two-Face and Ra's al Ghul. Now, those last three are obviously all based on different characters, but they are still outfits for the existing characters, not new characters. Anyways, that is going to be it for the video. That is everything that we currently know. If you did enjoy this video and you want to see more stuff like this, leave a like, subscribe, etc. And I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.